I had a bit of a less productive day today, I'm not gonna lie. I woke up late, I went to bed mad late, and I got up, I ate food, and I did all that. I've been doing that every day, so that's been good. But I've low key just been watching anime, because I'm rewatching JJK right now, and I forgot how good it was, so I'm rewatching it. But I have about 10 minutes till I have to leave to go to work. So I was like, you know what? I still need to stick to my word. And I'm just gonna read for 10 minutes, and then we will go to work. So yeah. Join me then. Reading. Okay. Let me go back to this. Is it cold outside? Alright. Alright, we're back. Alright. That was a pretty decent 10 minutes of reading. I finished a chapter. We're halfway through chapter 4 right now. It's pretty good. Chapter 4 is about... It's just talking about why... what was it? Just why habits matter? Or 4 steps... 4 reasons why habits matter, I think. I think that's what it said. But, yeah. We're talking about this guy named Thorndike who did an experiment on habits and cats. So he took cats, put them in a room or in a box, and then there was a lever that would open a door, and then the door would have food on the other side. And then he did a bunch of trials, and the first 3 trials, it took the average. It took the cats an average of 1.5 minutes to open the door, and then the last 3 trials, it took the cats like 6.3 seconds to open the door. And they were just basically talking about how if you have a, what do you say? He said something about a satisfying consequence and an unsatisfying consequence. And I think it's basically like if something bad, or like he gave an example where it was like if you're stressed, what's like it takes a couple tries to figure out what helps you de-stress. So like he said like, oh, if you're stressed and you went for a run just to try it out, and you realize that a run actually helps you de-stress a lot, then that is what makes you de-stress. Or if you play video games, that helps you de-stress. But it takes more than 1 attempt to find that thing that helps you de-stress. That's just an example. I think what he's trying to say is that when there's something stressful or there's something negative in your life, it takes more than 1 try to make a positive change from it. And once you figure out what that thing is to create that positive change, it will become, what did I do just before I felt happy or de-stressed? And it's like, oh, I played a video game, and the video game made me de-stress, or I went for a run, as the examples he used. Or like me, for example, like, what helps me de-stress? It's weird because, I guess I've never spoken about this specifically, but I've never really experienced like high stress before. Like I think I only have maybe 1 time, and that was when I was like working so little to the point that I don't think I could afford my car insurance and stuff like that. And hello? What is Brody doing? And I think it was the only time I've ever been like stressed, or stressed to the point where I could feel it. Like I can never really feel stress, like to a great extent. Or maybe like there was one off time when I was working in my kitchen, and the amount of orders I had was so overwhelming that it stressed me out. But that's so I'm not able to like, I guess, connect in that way to this sort of thing that like I was talking about in the book, where it's like I've never really felt stressed, and then something else I did made me de-stress. But then I spoke about this with my friend before, and he said that like you probably have been stressed. It's just that you're able to deal with it, or you don't focus so hard on the stress that it makes you more stressed. Like it's kind of just like you have something that stresses you out, but it doesn't affect you. And then I kind of got to thinking, like, I guess so. Like, I guess when I'm cooking at work, like, I guess maybe that is stressful, but it doesn't affect me. Because, I guess because I'm good at my job, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. Or, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, scenarios where I might have felt, like, micro amounts of stress, and I was able to deal with it, but I can't really think. I don't know. It's nothing really coming to mind per se. I've definitely had time, like, I guess when this is more personal, but like, I guess I don't have to go into detail, but I guess like there was a time in my life, I just say this, it was like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, where there was a lot going on in my family and in my personal life. There was like something happened, like me and my ex-girlfriend broke up, and then something happened with my dad's side of the family and my stepmom's side of the family, and all those things happened all at the same time. And I guess I did feel stressed maybe during that time. However, it kind of passed really quickly. I don't know, because I feel like with me is whatever's going on in my life, I feel like I know inside of me that I'll be able to deal with it because I have people I can talk to or shit like that. So I guess maybe for me it's having someone to talk to really helps maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of just thinking on the spot right now. I don't really know 100%. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what kind of stress y'all deal with, or like negative things that come into your life that place stress onto your life, and then did you ever find out a way to deal with it, or are you still dealing with it now? Things of that nature, I guess. So yeah, I feel like that's actually a pretty good talk that I've had on the camera in a while. I feel like lately it's just been like me talking about me and not like a subject. But I like talking about this kind of stuff. I just really never think about it, or like it doesn't pop up in my head to think about it or talk about it. But I'm glad that it pops up, because I do like talking about stuff like this. And that's why I'm becoming a personal trainer, because I want to see people get better physically, emotionally, disciplinary wise, things like that. So yeah, now it's time to go to work and have fun with my friends at work and do all that fun stuff. That's cute, dog. I wonder if the gym de-stresses me, because the gym actually doesn't I don't really go for the sake of like, oh, I feel this kind of way and I need to let it out or something. I just go because I want to get better physically and mentally, I guess. Yeah, the gym doesn't really do anything for me, like in terms of de-stressing. So yeah, I'm actually happy that I showered today. My hair looks nice. Go, 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 go! Let's beat this advanced green, gang. also at work. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna go to work, gonna cook some good food, hang out with the man them. And I know I haven't done a reflection for the past 2 nights. It's just because I've been home extremely late. Fridays and Saturdays are not easy. And when I was going home both nights, I was on the phone with somebody. I just was chatting and stuff. Oh my god. Also, I guess side note before I head out, there's this gal at work that I'm low-key interested in. And she's mad pretty. And she's white. A little more different than what I'm used to. So I'm kind of happy, or kind of excited to see how that pans out. And if shit doesn't happen, shit doesn't happen. Aside. Oh my god, you people, walk faster, please. Please walk faster, let me get to work. Damn, this sun is going crazy right now. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do with that. See what I can do. And yeah, I'll leave it there. I actually will do a reflection when I'm done work today. So I'll see you guys when I do the reflection. It is 1:20 a.m. and your boy is currently on his way to his car to go home from work. And my windshield is frosty. Lovely. That's good to know. Well, today wasn't too bad. Let's do a 360. Today wasn't too bad in terms of busyness. However, fucking burnt this shit in my hand. It pissed me off so much that I hated the rest of my shift. Did you see that big bubble right there? Yeah, that's the burn. I also burned like my finger, more so here, but then the rest of them all touched. But I literally was like cleaning the flat top, DJing on that hoe. And then the thing I'm using is a brick. It's about this thick, and it's just like a rectangular prism, short shape, right? So I'm cleaning that shit. And then it gets to a point where it slowly gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So there was this much left, and I was doing this, DJing that hoe, and then I was going sideways, and my hand went off of it. I went boom, and then my hand went, and my whole hand became black because the thing I'm using is black. It gets all the residue on it. So I saw every part that my hand touched, and it just went like, and it went like that, turned around, put it instantly under cold water, and then for like the last 2 hours of my shift, this bitch was just burning me the whole time. It hurts so much. So yeah. So the end of the shift wasn't fun, but the shift itself was a little chaotic. My shift that I was closing with, he was a little bit in a bad mood. So that plus burning my hand, my mood wasn't exactly up, what I will say. But you know, it is what it is. We deal with it. Oh, I have this. Let me see if I can get this ice off my car. Did I see anything? I can kind of see stuff. Let's turn this bitch up all the way. Crank the heat on this hoe. How's the heat? It might get really loud in here. But yeah, so that's what my day consisted of. And another thing to add on top of that is the girl that I said I was like chatting with. I asked my boys, I was like, yo, because they've been here longer, so they've known her longer. I was like, what do you think about this idea? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, why? I was like, why not? And then apparently, oh wow, that worked wonders. Okay. Apparently, a guy that we all didn't like very much, he used to fuck with her, like not like fuck her. I don't know, but he used to fuck with her. And so I don't know what they've done, but I wasn't fucking with him either. So that automatically put me off. So my friend down the line was like, he looks at me, he's like, yo, Luke. I was like, yeah, well, he's like, yeah, it's a no-go. And I was like, fuck. Because he went to ask another girl about her. And I was like, fuck. But I have my eye on another target. Potentially, maybe, we don't know. This other girl, she's arguably better visually, but she has a very, like, not masculine, but like, I don't know, there's like features about her face that would be like a strong masculine, like, what's it called, characteristic, I guess. And like, she doesn't look like a dude or anything. It's just like little things like her eyebrows or like her jawline, I don't know. But she's pretty, good body. She looks like she works out. So I was chatting to her today, and she's actually apparently a paramedic, or in school for becoming a paramedic, which I thought was cool. And then she overheard me when she was beside me being like, I'm not going in the dish pit because I burned my hand. And she was like, oh my god, you burned your hand? And she started asking me about it. I was like, oh my god, the hus is interested. Not playing. And I was like, yeah, I burned my hand earlier. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. She's like, can I see? So I showed her. And then, so when I showed her, and then she was like explaining to me how it works. And then that's when I was like, oh, you know your shit. I'm like, what are you in school for? She's like, being a paramedic. I'm like, okay, you smart. So then we chatted it up a little bit. And before she left, she said, I hope your hand feels better. And I was like, wow, you're so nice. That's all I said. I was like, thanks, I appreciate it. But she seems like a nice girl. I thought she was a lot older, to be honest. I dead thought she was like 25. She has a very mature face, I guess. But apparently she's like 20 or 21. So, oh well, I'll take it. So, might have to check her out. But because she looks like she goes gym, I kind of want to ask her, like, at some point, I'm like, yo, random question, do you go gym? Because you look kind of dazed. I don't know why I'm talking like a fucking like, I don't know what I'd say. Like, yo, random question, do you do the gym? She says yes. I'm like, because you look pretty, like, you look, what would I even say? You look strong. Not strong. Like, you just look like you lift weights, I guess. And then I kind of want to ask that. Because I go gym. And gym is a very prominent thing in my life, which I would love to talk to her about if I have the chance. So, we'll see. And I asked my boy, I was like, yo, what do you think about her? And he was like, that's a lot better of an option. I was like, sailor. And he was like, but she looks kind of strong. I feel like she'll beat you up. And I was like, alright, buddy, relax. Yeah. Anyway, reflection of the day. Got up really late, went to bed really late, did probably half of my shit. I actually didn't drink. Did I drink a lot of water? I think I drank a lot of water. Bed is made, room is clean, yada yada yada. And then anything else? I feel like I read, which is good. I actually did go to the gym today. I think I was just feeling a bit tired. And now I definitely can't go to the gym with this fucking bubble on my goddamn hand, which is really annoying. So I kind of have to deal with that. And my parents did like some sort of Halloween related thing today, so I gotta go home and be quiet. And I can't turn the lights on because one of the lights makes a scary noise. I don't know what configuration contribution they need to make that happen. Oh my god, it's quiet now. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. That's cool. Oh my god. It does feel really cool to touch, though, I can't lie. So, yeah. Overall, the day was a little, I guess, worse than normal, you could say. Like, it was very average or a little under average. So, yeah. Now, I go home. My hand, I'm gonna have to shower. My hand's gonna fucking hurt. Can't wait to eat this food though. I'm really excited to eat my food. I haven't had shrimp in a while, and I feel like next time I make food, I want to put shrimp in it because I keep eating chicken. The chicken's low key like getting boring now. But yeah, day was a solid 6 out of 10. It was a solid 6 out of 10. What can I do better? Go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, do what I need to do earlier, and then so I have 5 days off. I want to slit my throat, but it's whatever. Monday, tomorrow, I'm gonna hopefully see my boy, maybe go downtown, see him, hit a lift possibly, and then what else? Tuesday I have the personal training thing with that guy. Wednesday I have a day off. I might go see my boys. Thursday my boys coming to see me because he's coming back from Ottawa. That's also I'm seeing on Monday. And Friday is the club, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the reflection. Hope y'all enjoyed this day and have a good night, afternoon, morning, whatever it might be for you. Easy.